Hello, our friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family.
Hello there, welcome back.
Welcome to our tomato cucumber patch.
Hooray!
And we've been so busy with work and so many things going. After all, this is the first year at our new place that we haven't had a chance to tie things up and to even go and pick a lot of things. So we're just taking like an hour or so to get some things situated. These are tomatoes going. As you can see, there's a lot coming in, and I got to tie these up. Something told me to run cucumbers and tomatoes together, and they seem to love each other. So we built these lattice frames from scratch, and it's working pretty much. The cucumbers are trellising on up, and I could use the lattice and the beams, which are cemented into the ground, to tie also off some of the tomato plants. I do have some wire boxes that we're putting up as well. As you can see, we've already gotten like a half a dozen cucumbers a little past their prime, as far as they're like a foot long, and I've seen a bunch more in here to get. It's kind of fun. It's worked really, really well. Oh yeah. If you can see, there's one hanging there on the lattice work. Oh yeah, there's another. Oh yeah, and there's another in there too. So there's a lot of picking, and like this tomato plant is doing fabulous. In case you don't know, add some magnesium, Epsom sauce, and they go crazy. But the other thing too, I wanted to really point out, I can't find, oh there it is, there. So we have copper in there, and we're using copper to draw the life force in to the beds. And so these beds are all organic. The soil costs more than the beds do. The beds were like $44 each. We have 7 beds right now. I plan on bringing it up to about 12 for this year, and that should be sufficient.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, just we didn't want to go directly in the ground just yet because we're letting the ground heal. So we did the beds, and it's working out. It does cost kind of a lot. We're putting other stuff on the bottom, so it's not all soil, but we put a good amount of soil on the top so the plants have plenty of nutrients.
Yeah, we have about 1.5 acres cleared, and we have 3 acres of woods loaded with leaves, which we've used the leaves at the bottom to create a rich soil as they break down, and then just basically filled in with worm castings and peat moss and compost and organic soil. So there's peppers here too, which will be in abundance. We have Anaheim, we have bell peppers, both green and red. We have jalapenos. We have a few different types, maybe about 6 different peppers. And then on the other side, we have some greens that I keep taking the leaves off of and using them in the dog's food. And the plants keep producing. So the greens, it gets really hot down here, so they're not too likely to do too well in the summer. But I keep them in a little bit more shady environment. I'm actually tossing around the idea of putting a raised bed pretty close to the house where it'll be kind of mostly shade, because the basil certainly does seem to get overwhelmed by the sun. We have a swarm of dragonflies that come into our yard, and I'm not sure if you guys can make it out. I'll see if it'll stay put. And that was just Rama. Yeah, there's tons of dragonflies here. It's kind of crazy. And tons of, oh, there's a little bird chasing a big old, what is that, a
I
hawk?
don't know. That's weird. Little guy chasing a big guy. I don't know.
Yeah, that was weird. But we have a lot more to do. I wasn't anticipating make a whole video, but I put up this lattice work too. This is only just the beginning. We have jasmine on the other side of this, and the idea is going to make this all enclosed, kind of like a living room of plants that will give us either beautiful flowers and fragrance. You know, jasmine again you can use for tea. There's so much going on that we'll update you guys on later, but we have some watermelons growing in the back. We have a bunch of fruit trees that we'll share with you guys too. I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update there on the tomatoes and the cucumbers, which are going great. And the fact to use copper wire around a wooden dowel, put it into your garden bed, and I bet you will double what you would have gotten.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, it's worth giving it a try anyway.
Yeah, it seems to be working fabulously for us. As always, guys, much love, much gratitude. Namaste.
Namaste.